Hey people, welcome to my cyberspace. In this video, I'm going to be working on a Power BI project from start to finish. It's going to be multiple series so that this video is not going to be too long. And I'm going to be walking through all the thought process of how to work on a project as a data analyst or as a data expert. Now let's get right into it. If this is your first time, do want to subscribe, like, follow, and share this video if you're gaining value from my resources that I've been sharing so far. Let me share my screen. So just so you know, I have a bunch of other resources out there for you in case you want to learn SSRS, you want to learn SSIS or Power BI originator report. But let's get right into this video. So first of all, we want to at least get a data set that we want to use, and I've actually made a video on how to get like data set from Kaggle. I love Kaggle because it's just easy to download and walk through. So I'm going to link in the video where you can also know how to get data from Kaggle and how to get your best data yourself. But just go to kaggle.com, click on Dataset. Make sure you do have an account created, sign in so that you can be able to download data from Kaggle. But I took my time to find a good data set, and this is the one I'm using, stroke prediction data set. So what are the first few things that I would need to do if I'm working on a project as a data analyst? I need to first of all understand my data set, and that could happen by just trying to observe what we have here. So from here we see showing 10 out of 10 column. I could show everything, but the best bet is, this is the code book. Code book is a data that it describes the data. So this is what it is. It's saying context according to WHO. This is the second leading cause of death globally, and it shows us like the attributes of the variable. And this is for educational purpose. And this is you can get data from Kaggle in case you want to make a source for it. So let's just download this. So I do download this, and that's what I have here. So I'm going to, so I have this downloaded right here in my downloads. I have this downloaded right here, and just going to copy this, I'm going to put it in a desired folder. I was just going to put it in this folder called Create Dataset. You could put it anywhere you want, and this is data myself. So first few things you want to do, and this is something I've spoken about in my previous video, is that you want to create a copy of your data set before you make any changes. Let's just create a copy and just right click and just click on copy. This is copy. Then you can leave it as the same copy or maybe give it a different name. So let me open up this data set. Remember, we want to use Power BI for this analysis, and this is not much of a data set. It has IDs, it has gender, it has age, it has hypertension, it has heart disease, it has ever married, and work type, residence, average glucose level, BMI, stroke level. Stroke, that this is if they have stroke or not. And for what's to know if they actually they have stroke or not, we could go back to the data set that we downloaded. It's trying to explain what each of the variable is saying. So it says 1 if the patient had a stroke and 0 if not. So that's one of the things you want to do if you're working on a project. You want to ask the stakeholder if there's like a code book so that you can have more context. So what are we going to do in this first video is we're not going to rush into opening up Power BI and doing any analysis. We just want to understand our data set. So the first few things is just let's understand our data. So we are reading up, okay, I know that this has gender, age, hypertension, heart disease, and also I could also come up with the Excel file. One of the things I could do is to try to think about what do I think would be like the most important data in this variable. So I know this is an ID. Most of the time when we are doing something with Power BI, you probably might not be able to analyze on an ID, except you're trying to join two data sets together. So right now we are only using one data set. So an ID variable might not be something that we would find useful. So what I want to do is I just want to have a color shade for the variables that I think would be useful for this analysis. But before we start to have a color shade, we need to have an understanding of what is the focal variable. Focal variable is like what's the most important variable, and if we read this, we can see that this is about stroke prediction data set. So that means the most focal variable here will be stroke. And one of the ways to also think about focal variables, some people call this variable of interest, some people call this outcome variable. It's literally like what do we really care about? What is causing what? So it is the X and Y. So we will care more about the Y. So most of it is like you can't say that stroke is causing people to get married. So you have to think about just what is association. So the outcome or the event in itself is always like the most important thing that we care about. So what happens is, if you're able to answer that as a data expert, then you start to think about what are the things that are associated or related to getting stroke. So we know that obviously the patient ID would not be. So I'm just going to shade this like a gender, like put it like a different color. So, and you can know from intuition that most likely, like, we might see a difference in people that will have stroke from male and female, and right. So we could also know that, okay, most likely as people grow older, they are more likely to have this disease, stroke, right? We also try to see that, okay, if people have stroke, are they also going to have hypertension? So these are all other health diseases or whatever challenges. So this is this is it. So another thing you might also try to wonder is, to being married, is it associated with having stroke or not? You might like argue yes or no. So we might leave this for now. Your work type, if you're probably employed, self-employed, or private, would it? Maybe yes. So you could. It's not necessarily for you to like say everything would be associated with what you're looking at. It's just trying to like let us have something a little bit related. So if you stay in urban or rural area, maybe if you are rich or poor, but I'm just going to skip that. Average to close level, if you feel like there's a research that backs that up, or you think intuitively that would be associated with having to have stroke or whatever, so you can also like get to like pick that. So something else you can think of is, oh, BMI. Oh, maybe people that are higher BMI might be more likely to have a stroke. And smoking status, or former smoker. So this is something that we can look at. So almost all the variable here sounds like something that is good, but it's not all the time that you will find a variable that makes sense, that you would start to like analyze. So the whole point here is just for you to familiarize yourself with the data. So in the next video, we're going to be talking more about like how do you create questions before you then go into your analysis. If this video was a value for time, do go to subscribe, like, follow, and share. Thank you. Ciao.